Hi everyone, this is Kat from Growbots. The goal of this video is to help you figure out basic capabilities of the system and help you decide if Growbots is something you'd like to explore further. First, I'll show you a short, high-level overview of what Growbots does, and then I'll do a quick product tour through all the main functionalities. All of that is divided into chapters, so feel free to access them here and jump around if needed. So, to give you a high-level overview, Growbots is an all-in-one outbound sales automation platform. And what it means in our book is that we combine a database of prospects where you can find your potential customers, an outreach automation solution that allows you to get in touch with them, an email warm-up tool that helps you maintain good deliverability, and outbound know-how to help you learn how to write better emails and get more replies. What it means is that within just one browser tab, you can design and execute the entire outbound process, resulting in a steady, predictable flow of warm leads. That's why we came up with the most time and cost-effective solution out there. Let's explore it. Now, I want to show you what a daily workflow of a typical user looks like when the platform is set up and running. First things first, I'll go check my deliverability stats, all looking good. I can get to my prospecting routine now. So I'll go ahead and find a well-performing campaign. I'll ask the system to give me 50 prospects. All 50 prospects are already qualified by the preset criteria. So all I need to do is simply decide which ones I want to keep on the list so it stays highly targeted. All right, now before I go ahead and schedule, just want to let you know that the sequence is already tested and proven and connected to this particular campaign. So now what I want to do is I want to clean the custom fields to make sure the personalization looks natural and human. Now I'll choose an email account that I want to use. It's Friday today, so I'll schedule it for Monday. And at this last step, I can preview and double check if all the personalization looks nice. And launch the campaign. Boom, it's that easy. So we just schedule, 40 contacts in less than 2 minutes. It's as easy as it seems. The overarching idea is simple. Thanks to the fact that you have everything in one place, you're able to quickly figure out what works and what doesn't. Say, find a segment that performs best, and also replicate the success. So let's say we have a campaign that produces 2% warm response rate. If I want to get 2 warm leads before the end of the month, I know I just need to add 100 new prospects to this campaign and I should be able to get to my goal. And that's the whole beauty of Outbound, to be able to produce leads, generate leads in a proactive and predictable way. Now, let me show you how you can create one of those campaigns from scratch. You have 2 options, all-in-one or import. You can use import if you'd like to continue using the data sources that you have used so far. But today we'll focus on the all-in-one as it's simply the most common way of using Growbots. So let's say I want to target small e-commerce shops on Shopify within health, wellness, and beauty industry, but I want to avoid cannabis products. And for the decision makers, I'd like to speak with CEOs and owners. So I'll put in the exact job position here. But I want to avoid titles like assistant to a CEO. Founders work as well. All right. Now, The filters, the general filters, will not give you a 100% perfect list. So that's why we have this prospecting page here to make sure you handpick the right contacts. Now, when it comes to picking your leads, you can just kind of, scan through the list. You'll have the descriptions and the links available here. Or if you want to do a more thorough research, you can click on every prospect, get access to more social media links, funding information, full description, etc. So let's accept Haley here, and Vanessa, and Rachel. Now, I'd like to tell you more about our outreach automation tool. So we have all the basic functionalities that other outreach tools have, such as automatic follow-ups, tracking opens, tracking click rates, reply rates, as well as putting different variables into your messaging to make it look more personalized, such as basic position name custom fields or company name custom fields. Today, I'd like to tell you more about more of special things that make our outreach tool super powerful. So start with A/B testing and warm reply detection. I'm sure you agree, response rate doesn't mean much if those responses aren't positive. So what we give you here is a warm reply detection. So we'll tell you the sentiment of the response that you get from a customer so you can actually evaluate how well your campaign is performing. Take a look at this example. This is a real example. So we got more replies on the initial two, but less replies were positive. So if you didn't have this warm here, you would assume that this one is more successful. So that's one. Another thing I wanted to show you is multi-channel campaigns. So you're able to create multi-channel sequences, including cold calls, LinkedIn connections, etc. Those wouldn't be completed automatically for you, but will help you kind of streamline it and structure your outreach and will remind you about completing those tasks on your dashboard. Now, when it comes to more advanced personalization options, you can create custom fields. In this particular case, we used a colleague name personalization. So you'll have to manually research and copy-paste the colleague name into this custom field. At the next step, I'll show you how in a second. By the way, you can also create your own unique custom fields. Optionally, you can use conditional custom fields. So this custom field will say whatever date is 2 days later, or you can just use today instead. Another cool feature is time optimization here. So the system will distribute your emails randomly across a few hour window, which looks much more natural from the email service provider perspective and helps with deliverability. So you don't just blast 100 emails within a 5-minute time frame. By the way, this is just one out of many features that we have to ensure high deliverability. We take the subject really seriously. I mean, what's the point of sending emails if they mostly land in a junk folder? I'll tell you more about deliverability related features in the next chapter after we finish this process. So here, as I mentioned earlier, you guys can clean the custom fields first, and more importantly, complete that colleague name personalization. You'll have the links right here to check if there is a person you can refer to. I won't do it right now, I'll just say. And let's assume we didn't find anyone for Rachel here. Email accounts. So the cool thing is that you can actually send your campaigns from multiple inboxes simultaneously, like this. You can send your campaigns as your CEO, which is something we tested and it really brings you higher conversion rates. You can delay the start date, so pretty much fill up your pipe days and weeks in advance. And final step, you can preview the personalization for Haley, for Rachel. Optionally, if you guys would like to write a customized one-liner for each person, you can click personalize and you'll find access to all the social media link and to Haley's personal link here. So you can edit it manually. And launch the campaign. Congrats, we just launched a brand new campaign from scratch. Now I'd like to show you a couple more cool features that you can use after you launch your campaign. First would be campaign management. So that's something many outreach tools kind of overlook. We give you a lot of flexibility here when it comes to filtering out different types of prospects depending on the event, the stage, etc. So for instance, you could filter out people who opened your outreach but never got back to you and give them a call. Or take the ones that never opened your email and transfer them to a different campaign with a new subject line. And another thing is a shared inbox. So what it allows you to do is you can monitor all your email accounts in one place and even reply. That's something we'll be heavily investing into over the next year to help you guys convert warm leads into meetings more effectively. Now, Warmbots. Warmbots is a product that is a game changer in terms of your deliverability. When you subscribe to Warmbots, the system starts sending emails between you and other Warmbot subscribers, which generates a lot of positive interactions and helps you, one, build up your sender reputation for new email accounts and new domains. Secondly, monitor your deliverability, so see how many of your actual emails land in spam. And last but not least, fix your reputation. So if your emails do fall into spam, the system will mark them as not spam and therefore restore your reputation. Now, there are a couple more deliverability-friendly features that I wanted to show you today. One is a CNAME, so you're able to set up a CNAME, which is a custom tracking domain, which means all your tracking links would be stored and hosted on your actual domain, which is better for deliverability. You can also turn off open tracking, which is going to make your emails look a bit more human and manual. And keep in mind, you can monitor your deliverability in Warmbots instead. You can perform deliverability tests on particular inboxes and test out how different email service providers would react to your specific copy. You can set up daily sending limits per inbox to make sure you don't send too many emails by accident. Now, if you do decide to keep using your own data sources, we have an email verifier. So we'll check your list and delete all the undeliverable contacts for you. And if you decide to use Growbots data, we commit to a bounce rate of below 10%, which is super safe and healthy based on our experience. Now that we talked about most of the features, I'd also like to talk about know-how. When you just get started with Outbound, there's so many things you need to figure out, such as how to set up an SPF record, how to write a good email, etc. So we do recognize that this is the key to success, and we provide you with both app-related and strategy-related knowledge. Our knowledge base is a great resource for both. You can access it here. Now, the best source of knowledge when it comes to app-related issues would be our world-class support team. Feel free to reach us here. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. And we also run weekly webinars on different topics. For Outbound-related know-how, the best source of knowledge is our sequence tutorial. You can access it here. And it walks you through the entire process of designing a well-performing outbound sequence. So we'll help you choose the right segment, tailor your messaging to that specific segment, craft both your initial messages as well as your follow-ups, sentence by sentence, email by email, with tons of tips and useful examples along the way. All the activities that happen within Growbots can be bi-synced with your CRM. We have a native integration with HubSpot and Salesforce, and you can integrate any other CRM through a BCC address or a Zapier. Zapier in general allows you to do all kinds of cool stuff. For instance, get notified when you get a positive reply, or say integrate a tool like Phantom Buster with Growbots and send automatic LinkedIn invitations to people who opened your email. Now, last thing I wanted to show you is our Explore feature. It allows you to pretty much sift through our entire database and find either specific companies or specific decision makers. I feel like we covered a lot today. I hope this has been an informative walkthrough for you guys. In case you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with us. You can always schedule a consultation with one of our product experts. Take care and have a great day.